The 6'6" Cuban heavyweight Jose Rebalta withstood inconceivable damage inflicted by the most ruthless version of Iron Mike the world has ever seen. One of the great heavyweight slug.
This is what happens when you mess with Mike Tyson, the most feared man in boxing history, a walking storm of fists and fury. He was a predator in gloves, a weapon of mass destruction, and anyone foolish enough to disrespect him paid the ultimate price.
Another big left hand. That's a fighter. Oh, what a shot!
In this video, we'll relive the moments when cocky challengers thought they could mock Iron Mike, only to be destroyed in the ring. This is Boxing Blood. Here we go. Tyson versus Peter McNeeley. In 1995, Tyson had just been released from prison. The world was waiting to see if he was still the monster who once terrorized the heavyweight division.
I'm not much a talker like Don and John. I'm just happy to be back and perform again and look forward to coming back and fight. Thank you very much.
On August 19th, inside the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, the stage was set for his comeback. And then came Peter McNeeley, a journeyman fighter who saw this as his chance to become famous. At the press conference, McNeeley made the biggest mistake of his life. Instead of showing respect, he stood tall, called himself Hurricane, and boldly promised to kick Tyson's ass.
When I wrapped Mike Tyson in a cocoon of horror,
to Mike, those words were pure insult. His glare said it all. McNeeley had just poked the lion.
You haven't been in a real fight in about 4 years, so are you concerned how your body's going to react?
When the bell rang, McNeeley charged forward like a man possessed. But charging at Tyson is like sprinting into a buzzsaw. Within seconds, Iron Mike's left hook detonated and McNeeley collapsed to the canvas.
On his movement the past few months, and here we go! And McNeeley, as advertised, comes right at Mike Tyson.
The crowd roared as McNeeley tried to get up, but his legs were too shaky to hold him. But Tyson didn't even break a sweat. He simply stalked forward, fists cocked, ready to end it. Another brutal combination sent McNeeley stumbling again, and his corner had no choice but to throw in the towel.
Mills Lane said stop that nonsense because they were starting to butt heads. Oh.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeeley.
The fight barely lasted a few minutes, but it told the world one thing loud and clear. Disrespect Tyson, and you'll be humiliated before you even know what hit you.
McNeeley's hurt this time, Steve. He's very hurt. He can barely stand up.
Tyson versus Francois Botha. Mike Tyson returned to the ring to face South Africa's Francois Botha in January 1999.
Buffalo introducing Francois Botha.
The bout was set at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas again, and fans were eager to know if Tyson still had the fire that once made him the most feared man in boxing. But instead of showing respect, Botha mocked Tyson in the build-up, calling him not so big and bragging that he would finish him up.
I'm focusing on Mike Tyson, but actually when I saw him right now, I mean, you know, it was like, this guy is not so big.
Those words sealed his fate. Tyson was already a man of rage, and Botha had just poured fuel on the fire.
My commands at all times, shake hands and good luck.
When the first bell rang, Botha's strategy was clear: survive by any means necessary. He had no interest in trading punches with Tyson, so he grabbed, clinched, and leaned on him every chance he got.
Waiting for his opening. There's one, two, in America, and power.
Another hit.
That's more movement by both than I've seen in quite some time.
Nearly 2 years. What will happen if he gets hit?
Each time the referee stepped in, Botha smirked, acting as if he was outsmarting the beast.
It's what he's wanted to do. I just had a little deja vu called Bone Crusher Smith dancing.
But Tyson's patience began to snap. In one clinch, he wrenched Botha's arm with such force it looked like he might break it.
So with 10 off to start.
The referee separated them, but Tyson's glare told the crowd exactly what was coming.
In the ring. Well, the two.
Rounds 2 through 4 were ugly. Botha taunted, fouled, and tried to frustrate Tyson with dirty tricks. But arrogance has limits when you're standing in front of Iron Mike.
Chaos after the first round. Now they pick it up in round 2. Tyson screaming at Richard Steele. Tyson mad. Now he's going back to his old style.
And by round 5, the end came. Tyson finally broke through with a short, savage right hand that detonated on Botha's jaw. The South African crashed to the canvas, his body folding, his arrogance shattered.
I mean, that is a mark of a shot fighter when you can't get off punches.
A straight right. Down goes Botha. That's all it took. One shot, he may not get it.
The referee waved it off without a count. As Tyson stood over him, the crowd erupted. This knockout was a message. Francois Botha had mocked Tyson, tried to cheat, and tried to survive. But in the end, it only took one punch to silence him forever.
Right hand. One right hand neutralizes everything that was happening to him. That's what happens when you got a great puncher.
Tyson versus Lou Savarese. In June 2000, Mike Tyson traveled to Hampden Park in Glasgow, Scotland, to face Lou Savarese. The fight was billed as a battle of size, with Savarese standing taller, weighing heavier, and boasting a longer reach.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue trunks and fighting out of it representing...
Before the bout, he played up those advantages, insisting that Tyson's best days were gone and that his physical tools would overwhelm the former champion.
Quarter U.S. pounds. His record stands at 39 wins, 3 losses, with 32 big wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he is currently ranked...
But Savarese forgot one thing. Size means nothing when you're standing across from pure rage.
The world over, on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, entering the ring, wearing his traditional...
The opening bell sounded, and Tyson launched forward like a predator. Within seconds, a crushing left hook detonated on Savarese's chin, and the giant crashed to the canvas.
Round victories. Is this going to be another of them, you wonder? Julius Francis said every punch that Tyson threw was like a kick from a horse.
Somehow, he staggered back to his feet, but Tyson smelled blood. He swarmed, throwing fists like sledgehammers, each punch more savage than the last.
That puts Savarese on the floor and looks badly shaken up from it within the first, what was that, 10 or 15 seconds. Is Savarese going to get through this opening round?
The referee, John Coyle, dove in to protect Savarese, but Tyson was too far gone. In the frenzy, Tyson even clipped the referee while still pounding away, refusing to stop.
Oh, another big left. It's going to be stopped. It's going to be stopped. It's all over. Oh, and he still wants to attack him. And John...
It took both the referee and Tyson's corner working together to drag him off his opponent.
Trying to stop the fight, and Tyson fights on. I don't think he understood it. The fight is over.
The chaos lasted only moments, but it was unforgettable. In just 38 seconds, the so-called giant was reduced to rubble. The referee declared Tyson the winner, and fans were in disbelief at how fast it ended. It was one of the shortest fights of Tyson's career.
Couldn't get in there. Well, he did get in, but Tyson didn't understand it. I believe he's called the fight off here. It's over, and that might be the quickest win of Tyson's career. Previously, it was 30 seconds.
But in those few moments, the message was unmistakable. Savarese had bragged about his size, but against Tyson, confidence turned to disaster. The baddest man on the planet showed once again that disrespecting him meant destruction in its purest form.
Really explosive.
Yes, it's a good left hook. He gets full leverage into that, really gets all his power. Shot.
Tyson versus Andrew Golota. By October 2000, Mike Tyson was back in the headlines, and his next opponent was Andrew Golota. Known as one of the dirtiest fighters in boxing, Golota had built a reputation on fouls, headbutts, and low blows.
Bring my best ability, I'm going to win the fight, and I hope it's going to be a clean fight. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm concerned. Thank you.
Fans despised him, and when he stepped into the Palace of Auburn Hills that night, the boos rained down. To face Iron Mike with that reputation was asking for punishment.
Andrew Golota! And his opponent across the ring.
The tension was electric. Tyson paced his corner like a caged animal, eyes locked on Golota before the bell even rang.
World over, entering the ring wearing his traditional black trunks and hailing from Catskill, New York. He weighed in at 220.
The crowd's anger mixed with anticipation, every chant and every jeer building the atmosphere. Everyone knew Golota was in trouble the moment he dared to share the ring with Tyson.
Mike Tyson!
From the opening bell, Tyson attacked with bad intentions. Golota tried to keep him back with a jab and clinch, but Tyson tore through it. Left hooks crashed into his jaw, right hands hammered against his skull, and the so-called foul pole quickly looked overwhelmed. Every clean punch Tyson landed sent shockwaves through the arena as the crowd roared.
Golota looks a little soft in the belly too, Steve.
Tyson's fists carved into him with ruthless precision. Each punch carried the rage of a man who despised weakness. Golota backed up, grabbed, and even turned away, but Tyson stalked him like prey.
Using the head movement. There's a straight left hand right on the nose, a right hand by Tyson. Another overhand.
In the second round, another vicious combination rocked Golota badly. He looked beaten, broken, and desperate to escape.
Connecting with a devastating right. Tyson all over Golota.
And then the shock came. At the end of the second, Golota sat on his stool and refused to come out for round 3. The arena erupted in chaos.
He quit. Angel, what are you doing? Last second, the bell's going to ring.
It's over. He's done it again. Golota quits. Look at this. Al Server says, I can't believe you're doing it.
The fight ended without Tyson delivering a knockout. Even Tyson himself paced the ring in anger, denied the chance to finish what he started. Security struggled to contain the scene.
Leave the net, Steve. I'm telling you right now, Server's excited, he's upset, and I'll tell you what, it was a better round considering the first round was on his... But you won't know until you...
Golota's cowardice was the perfect contrast to Tyson's ferocity. One man came to foul and frustrate, the other came to fight. In the end, the difference was clear. Tyson's will was unbreakable, while Golota's crumbled under the pressure.
What you have inside you, and now we know Andrew Golota will not deal with it. Not deal with it well.